Greetings YouTube, and welcome to my channel. I haven't done a personal vlog for some considerable time now, and I thought that these strange times would be a good opportunity to give you a little update on what's happening in my life. Well, as you can see, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. I'm giving you a few little views of my garden. I have a very large garden. It's about half an acre, maybe a little bit over half an acre. Most of it laid down to grass, but a couple of years ago I did employ a garden designer, and he did a lot of new planting for me and a lot of hard landscaping as well. So he's made it into a very pleasant garden. So what's been happening after? Well, after, what can I say, lockdown. Yep, Ireland was not too fast, but reasonably fast in locking down the country. I think it was the day before St. Patrick's Day, 16th of March, that the lockdown happened for the whole country, and that meant for everybody over the age of 70, which, surprise surprise, includes me. Never ceases to surprise me, that meant that we had to, what they've called, cocoon ourselves. And cocooning meant not leaving the house or garden, not leaving our own property. Well, I didn't find that too difficult, because my life has become, over the last couple of years, centered around my computer, my cameras, my Toastmasters, and, well, not a huge amount else other than visits to the local coffee shop on a regular basis for my outings, for my physical and mental health. And so being asked to lock down meant that the only things that I was really missing were the visits to the coffee shop. Well, could do without that. I mean, okay, it's human contact, which is something that I'm always appreciative of and need, but can do without, especially when one can gain a lot of human contact on the internet. Thank you, Zoom. Having been in an online Toastmasters club for the past nearly 3 years, I was very familiar with Zoom already before this virus hit. And so it was no problem for me to get used to having online meetings and having online socialization. And that's been great. But in addition to that, I've been involved in organizing the technical aspect of Zoom Toastmasters contests, and now for District 71, which is most of England other than London and the South, and the whole of Ireland, and I'm organising their district conference, or district contest should I say, because there's no conference this year, but there is also the showcase. And do you see up there, do you see? That's my little kitten, that's Missy. Missy is, oh, I can't show you any better. Missy is my little kitten who has joined me, and yeah, she's gorgeous. She is. She's a tortoiseshell cat, which is not very common, and she's beautiful. Where was I? Yes, I'm organising the technical aspects of the candidate showcase for district elections, the district elections themselves, and the district council meeting, all of which is keeping me very busy all the time. So I don't have time to feel lonely or bored or anything really. Now, one thing that has quite surprised me is that my mental health has been excellent. I say it surprised me. I know that I've become in my old age very relaxed and very comfortable in my own skin. I like this body, I like this person generally. I have some criticisms of her. You know, she's not always perfect, but basically I like her. And I have my family, although they are at a distance and I only see them online. I have my grandchildren. I have my now 2 great-grandchildren. Again, I don't see them except online, but I know they're there. And I have my friends, mainly within Toastmasters, but a few outside of Toastmasters as well. So life is really generally pretty good, and I don't have any reason to complain. And as a result, I'm a very happy person. So what's for the future? Well, my business has virtually closed down. My business was a bed and breakfast for visiting tourists who were generally 1 or 2 night stays in my glamping pod, which you can probably see up there above, I hope. And I couldn't actually see that, I couldn't see the screen. And in my house and in my camper van. And by this time of the year they would have been full, and I would have been in a full-time job looking after those properties, if you like it, and those guests. Well, that's gone by the board completely. I've closed down the business, though I do have somebody staying in my pod who would otherwise have been homeless, so I was doing a favour to him, and he's doing a favour to me by paying me a little bit of rent and doing a little bit of work around the property as well to help out. So that was good. But I would be making about 1/3 of my total income from the business. And this year I probably might just about break even. It's hard to tell because I still have bookings for July and August which haven't yet cancelled. I have no idea whether they will cancel or whether I will be allowed to host them, or whether it will be wise for me to host them given my supposedly at-risk status of being in the elder age group. I don't know. We'll have to see. Do I miss it? Yeah, I do. I miss meeting new people, because one of the beauties of the bed and breakfast business was the breakfast and meeting new people from all over the world on a regular basis, day after day. But on the other hand, it's hard work. It's a commitment which ties me to the house. If I wasn't otherwise tied to the house anyway with the lockdown, but at least I have the freedom to go for a walk at any time of the day without thinking, oh, I have to be back by a certain time because I've got to be here to welcome the next lot of guests. I'm free from that point of view. So what more can I say? I feel a great deal of sympathy for those who do not have my advantages, for those elderly and in at-risk people who are maybe confined to a flat or an apartment without a garden, who for the last 3 or 4 weeks have not been allowed out of their properties. I'm glad to say that now we are officially allowed to go for walks every week. I have to confess that I have been going to the supermarket once a week, taking all due precautions. I wear a face mask. I have created a full face visor, though I haven't as yet had the courage to go and use it in public, but I know I ought to. And I wash my hands frequently, and I sanitize. I carry a bottle of sanitizer around with me. So I think I am pretty safe. I can now go for a walk up to 5 kilometers, and that's good. I have a 4.5 kilometer walk that I do regularly with my dog Pedro, who hasn't been around, not sure where he is. Oh, he's lying in the shade. There he is. There. Dog and cat, if you can see them. Pedro, of course, being black and in the shade, he might not be easy to spot. Whereas Missy is very easy to spot. There she is. So forgive my rambling. Life is generally good, and I'm hoping that life will carry on being good, and if I am not so well off financially, that doesn't actually matter. What matters is that I and my family and my friends and those I come into contact with, my acquaintances, are all safe and well. And I'm glad to say that so far everyone is. So wishing you a safe onward journey through this terrible time of the virus, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.